What do you want people to know as we go into these more dry conditions, and especially with, I think Mike Nelson from Denver 7 was calling Monday for 100-degree weather?
Yeah, whenever we have those wet springs like we had this year, a lot of people have that false impression that, well, we had a nice wet spring, so that should be a good thing for our fire season. And unfortunately, it's actually the opposite. Typically, those wet springs create a lot of additional fuel growth in the grasses and weeds and things like that. And then when we do get into these more drought-like conditions where we've got high temperatures, low humidities, high winds, things like that, that's the things that cause those red flag warning days. Now we've got more fuel that can burn, and it's very easily ignitable. We've got that additional fuel load from the extra growth from the spring. And that's kind of the situation that we get into a lot, and we are certainly seeing that this year. So we want people to make sure that they're being cautious. If you're driving in a car, not a good idea to flick your cigarette butts out the window. There's a chance that could start a fire. More importantly, people that are up in the woods, wilderness camping, things like that, you have to make sure that you're following whatever open burning restrictions that might be in place. If you're using a permanent enclosed campsite that might be allowed, depending on where you're at, we still want to make sure that people are using those safely and making sure that when they are done with their campfires, they fully extinguish them, make sure that they are cold and wet and fully out before they take off and leave.